I'm Susanna Braidwaring, Senior Practitioner of Motivational Maps. And I used to be a finance director, and Motivational Maps are the tool that I wish I'd had when I was in that role. I had tried personality tests, all sorts of things, which helped me to understand my team better, but did not allow me to interpret and predict their behaviour. And Motivational Maps are the tool that allow you to do that. So I'm often asked, how do we actually use Motivational Maps in the workplace? And that's what I'm going to share with you today. So firstly, what is motivation? Motivation gives us energy and it gives us resilience. It's that source of energy. And that source of energy is the key ingredient for all of these things. Our happiness, our confidence, our performance, our career choice, how we make decisions, how we have relationships, who we get on well with, who we conflict with. It predicts our behaviour and it contributes to our resilience and to our energy. Now, one of the things that we have learned over the years is that you cannot motivate somebody. You can create the conditions that enable someone to be motivated, and organisations can also create those conditions. So one of the things that you can do as a motivational map practitioner is to work with organisations to create the conditions in that organisation and in that team that enable motivation. So for example, we know that search is one of the most common motivators, the desire to make a difference. Feedback is one of the most important ways of gaining motivation. So how do you create an environment, a culture, where feedback is given more often and received better as well? So there's the first way to use motivational maps in the workplace. You can then move on to helping individuals with their own motivation. So once they know what motivates them, they can then go into the right jobs, into the right kind of tasks, and know which kind of tasks give them energy and which kind of tasks drain them of energy as well. And there are ways to increase performance of motivational maps. So self-aware, ownership, coach, relate, and managers. So the first thing motivational maps is we help people to increase their self-awareness around who they are, what's important to them, and how that influences their decision making. Ownership is massively important. It's all about emotional intelligence. It's helping people to take responsibility then for their own motivation, for influencing and increasing their own motivation, and understanding and influencing how that predicts their own behaviour. It's about then coaching them to find strategies to increase their motivation, to improve their performance and their behaviour. It's about helping them to understand how other people are motivated and therefore how to adapt their own behaviour to actually get on better with other people. And it's about helping managers to better understand and work with their team and to increase their motivation and performance. That's what I wanted, was to have somebody and a tool to help me to understand my team and then to enable me to have those conversations with my team. Now, one of the things that we've created over the years is these amazing things, which are the motivational map cards. I wanted to bring to life the motivators. And so we created these really lovely cards which have got an image to represent the motivators and a description on the back of each motivator. So you can use these before you've done motivational maps, and they're fantastic for actually helping people to try to guess what their motivators are, but also after a motivational map, when you're doing the debrief and actually explaining to somebody what their motivators are, what they're least motivated by, and actually then letting them get their hands on the card so they can move the cards around and explain to you what motivates them and why and where that's come from and how that might have changed over the years as well. So they're a really great way of just bringing the maps to life. The other thing that we do, of course, is the motivational map workshops, and you can use the motivator cards within those workshops as well. So for example, you might ask these questions or get pairs asking these questions of each other. So which is the most important one for you? So for me, it's searcher. Which is the least important one for you? Which is the most fulfilled? Which is the least fulfilled? And for all of those questions, how does that influence your work? Because it's about the applicability of the motivators. So for me, searcher defines everything that I do. I am always looking to make a difference. Therefore, I need to understand what my client wants, how we're going to achieve that, and then get the feedback to know how we're doing, what's working well, what's not working well. So I can really explain this, and the cards bring that to life. And then we do motivational map workshops, where we bring people together to understand themselves and to understand each other, and it's really great in team building. So there are lots of ways to use the maps within map workshops, and here are some of the ideas. Recognition is fantastic. So actually putting up the motivators and going, how would you recognise this motivator in the workplace? And this can be really free ways of increasing recognition at work. Get each other's motivators. Ask map questions like, what does belonging mean to you at work? Ask how someone's motivators has influenced their choice of career. Why I left corporate as a finance director to come and do what I do now. To explore the behaviour you may expect from each motivator, the positive behaviours and maybe the negative behaviours as well. Which motivator pictures jar or which resonate with you and why? And maybe using famous people or film characters to actually try to understand better the motivators as well. There's lots of ways to bring this to life and have fun with people so that your workshops are engaging as well as making a difference. So motivation is a key ingredient of all of these. It is complementary but different to personality profiles in the way that I have described and the way that it brings together people and the way that actually allows you to predict and interpret their behaviour and understand what's driving it. So there are many other ways. We can have our 5 ways as well, which are on our website. So go, enjoy, have fun and make a difference.